Okay, guys, we finally got through the line. Like I said, we are at Captain D's today. I don't have a really good phone mount for this car. I should probably invest in one if I'm gonna keep doing vlogs or eat with me's or whatever. All these parking spaces and people are just choosing to park beside me for whatever reason. They're super busy here today, I'm assuming because I don't know, is Lent still going on? I'm not sure. I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, let's see what we have. Trying to wait till these people get out of their car. It's an older gentleman. It's not like he's going to sit here and watch me, but okay, let's see what we have. We have some tartar sauce, ketchup, lots of ketchup. They must know that I like ketchup. I do have Captain D's. I am starving. I went shopping earlier. And anytime I eat a not so good for me breakfast, I always get the shakes midday because the breakfast is just not so good. It's very sweet. It's a sweet breakfast. I had waffles in my cup of coffee this morning, so that's why it was not so good for me. We know it's not so good. Alright, guys, give me just a second. Alright, just had to say my blessing real quick. So, I know I've been doing Temu videos and whatnot, and I thought I would take this opportunity to do like maybe a get to know me kind of video. I don't know if I'm going to upload this. I just don't know. I have French fries. It's starting to rain a little bit here. My ear itches. Somebody must be talking about me. Hush puppy. That was hot. And if I didn't have top dentures, that would have completely burned the top of my mouth. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We have shrimp. I don't care for the cocktail sauce, so I do eat my shrimp with ketchup. I watched Couponing Girl do an eat with me at Captain D's the other day. And she said she didn't care much for their shrimp. I do like their shrimp. I've tried Long John Silver's butterfly shrimp. I can't eat their butterfly shrimp. It's shaped weird and it tastes funny. Captain D's is on point. As Mama Cookie says, my dingle hopper. This place is getting really busy really quick. It's like all the, looks like construction guys maybe. They're all coming here to eat. I have mac and cheese. Very good. I have fish. I've lost my napkin. Then I have tartar sauce. No, ma'am. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Oh. Ooh. That was some hot juice that just squirted out of there. By juice, I probably mean grease. Let's try a smaller bite. A much smaller bite. That's more tolerable. Can you see that steam? Can't believe I got fish juice on my shirt. Anyway, a little about me. Yes, my name is Janet. I live in a small town. Not fairly small. Not too small. Okay, medium-sized town. In Kentucky. I've lived here my whole life, minus 1 year that I lived in the next town and state over. For work. I moved for work. And that job ended and I moved back home. It's a busier city. When I lived there, it was 2018 and 2019. More shops. A lot more things to do. But I didn't take advantage of that very often. Most of the time on the weekends, I would just sit at home. I would sit at home and do nothing. If I had to go to the grocery or something, I would probably go after work because the grocery store was on the side of town that I worked on. try this again with this fish. That was better. So I don't know what all I don't know what all to share with you guys. You know, I don't want to put my whole life out there, but maybe if you guys can relate to anything, you can comment below and we could start up a conversation, or I can do a video on something. A few weird things about me. I had to have a complete hysterectomy in 2012. And I've had nothing but health issues since. And not the normal hysterectomy health issues. It's been other stuff. I found out that when my older, when I say older, he's probably in his 80s. My old OBGYN that did my hysterectomy. Had a urologist come in there also, and he wanted the urologist to run catheter tubes through my bladder tubes, so when he was cutting everything out that he needed to, he could feel them and he wouldn't snip my bladder tubes, which would lead to more problems. So somehow that caused issues with my bladder tubes. I noticed that right away. Sensation like you gotta pee all the time, and it would hurt, and I went to numerous urologists and had them check things out, and they can't find anything. They put me on hormone replacement right after my surgery. A few years later, I went to another OBGYN. Let me back up. I went to my family doctor. She took me off of my hormone replacement because my hormone level was abnormal or something. So I went to a different OBGYN, and he did an ultrasound and found out that Well, he described it as, your ovaries are round. Your ovaries are like a hush puppy, and they have like a little tail that comes off of them. Well, he took the ovary out and left the little tail, which in turn makes my body think that I still have ovaries. So, at my age, am I in menopause, perimenopause? Have I gone through menopause? I don't know what's going on with my body. But because of that, one part of my left ovary cut off circulation to my left kidney, and my left kidney died. So I am operating on one kidney. They said that it didn't have to come out because it wasn't giving me any problems, so I'm packing around a dead kidney. Yay me. I have high blood pressure, like so many other Americans. I'm on medication for that. I'm on medication for my depression. I've been on that for many, many, many years. Sometimes I think it helps and sometimes I don't. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. Sometimes I don't know what's going on with my own body. And that in itself will make you depressed. And I'm tired of being depressed. I am. I'm tired of being tired. Yay, more fish juice. Can y'all see that? This stuff better come out of my shirt. I'll be so mad. Maybe I should have went to Fazoli's like I wanted in the first place. Me and my fiance do own our own business. I run the office, invoices, payroll, stuff like that. And he runs the crew. Guys, why is it that good help, excuse me, good help is so hard to find in this town? Nobody wants to work. And those that do want to work either want to double the amount that you want to pay them with no experience, no skills, or they're on drugs. Now, our company logo, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we give second chances to people that are just getting out of jail, just getting out of a rehab. We do give second chances to people. Has it worked out for us? Yeah. Just like any other business, you're going to find some bad people. We've had people that have went to jail while they was working for us. We bail them out and they pay us back while they're working. One in particular decided that he missed his drugs. So he got stuck in that world again. And it's disappointing. Because we work so hard for these guys. I mean, hell, he was a pallbearer at my mom's funeral. Our company, our guys are so tight that all the guys, and I say all, there's only 3 or 4, but all the guys, they were all pallbearers for my mom. And that meant the world to me. Most of them had met my mom. Some of them hadn't. But they didn't mind. They were the first ones to step up and say, hey, we will be pallbearers for you. My mom did pass away in November. She got sick very quickly. For the most part, pretty quickly. They diagnosed her earlier, a few months earlier, with dementia. But she was doing fine. I mean, you know, she wasn't having any kind of dementia symptoms. She got to where she would sleep a lot. She staggered around all the time, bless her heart. She was falling all the time at home. Just couldn't keep her balance. She was feeling ill. So, my stepdad took her to the hospital. They diagnosed her with a UTI. Pretty bad UTI. Gave her medicine and IV, sent her home. She was so sick, she vomited all over my stepdad's truck. I wouldn't have seen, that was on, let me see. That was on Friday. Saturday, I went over to her house to see her. And she was doing better. You know, she was sitting up on the couch and she was talking, holding conversation. I stayed for an hour or so and then I left to go home. And then the hospital called my stepdad and said, hey, we found E. coli in her bloodstream. You need to bring her back over here right now. So he took her back to the hospital. That was on Saturday. By Sunday, she had almost lost her ability to speak. The oxygen wasn't working. They had her on some kind of a CPAP mask, forcing air. Excuse me. And my mom is she was a frail lady. You know, just your typical, I'd say it, typical elderly lady. She was 78. That was Sunday. I'd say by Tuesday, they had her on a feeding tube. She was completely nonverbal. And she stayed that way. The doctor came in and said that the infection, the E. coli in her bloodstream, was what was causing that, along with her advanced stage dementia. That dementia advanced so quick, and it just didn't make sense to me. In a matter of days. So they wanted to send her, they had done practically everything they could do. They wanted to send her to a rehab facility maybe, or a nursing home. But to do that, they would have to take her feeding tube out of her nose and make one in her stomach. And the doctor called in palliative care, which is part of hospice. And we sit down, me, my sister, my stepdad, sit down and had a discussion with them, and decided with their advice that if they did that, it would not improve my mom's quality of life. And us three decided that we would not want her to live her last years like that. And that is not how she would want to live her last years. She would want to have her dignity. So we let her have her dignity. We moved her from the hospital in the next state back to the hospital here in town. I rode with her in the ambulance all the way over here. I talked to her the whole way. Again, she was still nonverbal. She was completely, I don't want to say out of it. She was just non-responsive. She wasn't talking. Now let me back up and say that 2 days prior to us bringing her to this hospital in our town to be put in hospice care, she had a good day. She was talking and she was making jokes and blowing us kisses, and I mean it was great. I knew deep down that that was the calm before the storm. I knew. They always say that they get better before they go, and I knew. I knew. So they get her back over here in hospice. And 2 days later, me and my sister and my stepdad were up there with her. My stepdad never left. Never left. We spent the night the first night, which I didn't get any sleep. So it was calm, so I took my sister home, and then I went home and got some sleep, and then we ran and got some lunch, and then went back up there. And, you know, we was watching TV, and my sister was playing on her phone, and I was playing on my phone. And then I decided to go over to my mom's bedside and read the Bible to her, which is what we did while she was over in the other hospital. So I held her hand, my sister sitting beside me, and I was reading the 3rd chapter of John when my mom took her last breath. If you have never seen someone pass away, it's not scary. It's very peaceful. They had her comfortable on morphine until she passed. The funeral home came and got her and did everything that they do. I chose to go to the funeral home and do my mom's hair and makeup because I know how she wore her hair and her makeup. And if you've ever been to a funeral home or a funeral, most of the time the people that have passed just don't look themselves. I wanted my mom to look like herself. So I did that. And I will cherish that. And I will cherish the last few minutes I had with my mom until the day I die. And I can't wait to see her again. Can't wait to hug my mom again. Alright guys, I think I'm done eating here. So I'm going to wrap this up so I can get out of here. Because I'm sure the fiance is at home wondering where I'm at. I've got payroll. I've got payroll in my purse. I need to go home and pay these guys. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. I was a little talkative. Just wanted y'all to know some things about me. Not too much. But, yeah. If you guys have had a hysterectomy, go through any of the same things I've went through, your mom, your dad passed away, anything, just give me a thumbs up, like this video, leave me a comment below, and tell me what happened in your situation. Maybe we can start a conversation about it. If you want to know more, just let me know, and I'll make another video about it. But I think that's all I got for today, guys. Let me know if you like this Eat With Me, and if you do, if I get good response, then I'll do another one. I don't know when, because I don't eat out very much. I'm more of a cook my own stuff at home kind of person. And I could definitely do an eat with me at home. So, I mean, I could do that too. But just let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you want to subscribe. If you want to see some more of my content, just let me know. And, people cannot drive in this town. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Until then, be cool. Bye, guys.